Okay, it's working. Welcome to my newest stream. So, a while ago I made the Dragoon race sheet, but that was before I started this particular version that I'm streaming. That's why I want to remake the first two, which are the Dragoon and the Dragoon Critter. So I'm starting with the Dragoon. And let me just tick off the last one, which was it? The Drakata, was it? Was the Drakata? There we go. Because you can see Dragoons are unchecked. And yeah, I'm going to record it again. Oh, get started. Why am I yawning? It's 10:13 a.m. Chord and let's go. Dragoon. Very obviously drawing a Dragoon that is like mid transformation, so it's obvious that he is becoming a dragon. Okay, so that would be the eye line if he is completely transformed, but I'm putting it a little bit below. His cheekbones are wider, so his height can be longer. Bit of that. Now let's see how far protruded should I make the snout in this. So the snout is usually over here. This with the nose, so I'm putting it like here. Another reason why I'm remaking the Dragoon is because the original, the older version was that that version where he didn't have any hair and only these plates that go alongside his back. Give him these. Let me quickly check if the stream is truly on. But I'm just... Yes, it is on. Very good. Because I got an API error. Okay, so a Japanese person. Konnichiwa. Yotakun Dao. Whatever that means. Hello. I'm giving him this. I'm giving him the hairs. Genki. I hope he writes Genki back. So he's getting some goat horns. Calm down, dude. It's just the head for now. On the ears, all ears here, then that, then oops, not so far. Yeah, basically, what he's going to be is what you saw at the thumbnail. That's what he is. Hold on, this is a little bit wrong. Under my video is a link called Linktree. You can find the links of all my appearances over the internet there, like Instagram, my webpage, Discord, DeviantArt, and more. Okay, so he's obviously going to get a long neck. He's a Dragoon, which means he is standing on 2. Wonder, because he's in the middle of a transformation, so that means he his toes aren't really complete yet. So the smallest toe is kind of like something like that. And he gets thumb on his foot, which is in the end up here, so it is meant to be somewhere over here. kind of like not correct. Let's see. Um, hmm. Thing is, that's I think a bad position because it basically covers up everything and yeah, should probably I, I can always let him look the other direction. So I want him to hold his arm like his hand is like here, then his, or if you have this, you go this. Hold on, that's too long. Should be like that. Okay. So Dragoon are very muscular. Is the reason why his body is already very buffed when he is only at around 50%. You have. So for those who do not know it, I have a new Discord server, and under the video is my link tree, link collection, and you can just get to Discord through there. So if you want to know how far my current projects are, which projects I do, find that out, all that over there. You will also see other people that are interested in this stuff. And let's see. Let's see. So his there he is. 20 members? 20 members, yes. I oh, hold on. His hair are going down a lot more. Now his wings, which are not very tall or very big. Let me quickly check if the recording works. Yes, it is. It does. So you will get a animation again. Let's see how long that one goes. Wonder if that Discord dude is recorded. On okay, let's see. So he's clothed. Maybe his head is a little bit too big. Yeah, his head, his head is too big. That's better. I need them to be manly. And this leg is a little bit too short. See, okay. Um, yeah. Better. Now let's see. Hello. There's someone talking to me. Yes. Let's see. When he transforms and becomes like that, it's important that you understand how to make clothes react to a growing body. Properly. So adding random holes is not going to work, which is what we have to avoid. So because I watched a lot of The Incredible Hulk from 1978. My transformations are obviously a certain way. So cloth ripping needs to be logical. So he has his wings open, which means that I could either make it that the seam on the side was ripped open and they are like enclosing it like that, or if it is the thief interest roll. Yes. Are you not a TF artist? No, you're not. Are you an artist? Because I have an artist role too. On my server there are a couple of. Hold on, Griff. I need to give Griff a TF artist role because he's obviously a TF artist. I don't know about the others currently, but there you go. You've got your role. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the pants because so his tail comes out and it laps over the upper thing from the pants and pushing it down. But because his legs are like tilted, it keeps the pants up. So we have like something like that. Because his legs are getting like smaller, they don't really rip open anything at all here. Let's give him some undies. I need to delete this so I see what I am doing. Hey, what am I doing? What the heck? Better. Dude, I'm making so much details on the legs, and the pants are just destroying that. Well, whatever. Okay, so that, like this, and that. Now let's see. His upper body. If we look at the Hulk when he runs around after transforming, and he hasn't thrown away his the shirts. They are like flapping and in stripes. So we have a stripe here and here and here. So no, I kind of like want to keep it that way, but it's weird that maybe he took the shirt off, and I have an idea. He's holding the shirt in his hand. How I have to draw it, I have no idea. Something like that. So yeah, he took his shirt off. I mean, he's a smart guy. Obviously, his brain is getting even bigger because Dragoon have bigger brains than humans. And yeah, basically that's him. It's him. Okay. Wait, painting. Don't draw the eyes. What are you doing, man? Just wonder if I should give him a little bit of his spikes there. There's one horn, and I didn't even finish the second horn. A little backstory about the Dragoon, how I developed them. Started 20 years ago, 21, 20 years, yeah, basically 20 years ago. So I was drawing comics, and I asked myself, which is the coolest animal you can transform into? And the coolest animal for me after dinosaurs was a dragon. So I wanted to make a person having the ability to transform into a dragon. Because it hasn't been done before. I basically was the first person in the world that made a character with that ability. In 2003, Disney came with this American Dragon. It's a like a parody on American Werewolf. And that art style wasn't really appealing to me, and the transformation was obviously not very good. So I knew that I just could keep going. I mean, just compare Jake Long with Ryan Gilmore. Who would win in a fight? So it was 2001 where I invented the first guy transforming into a dragon, and I called him Aces. I couldn't draw humans back then, or rather said, I didn't like drawing humans. They looked weird, and yeah. Back then, I didn't even use um, pencil sketches as orientation. Hold on, let me just higher, please. I just drew. So over the time, I invented different types of dragons people could turn into, and after a while I decided to give that race a name, and the name Dragoon came from well, it stick with me because of Beyblade. Beyblade, where the dragon, the main character, someone was called Dragoon. But I also knew that Dragoon was a term for British infantry, so infantry or cavalrists, was it? The people that were riding horses, and They are called Dragoon. And I thought to myself, hey, in you even have a Dragoon as a class in Final Fantasy, and I played Final Fantasy 9 a lot. And I like the term Dragon Knight, and because Dragoon means Dragon Knight, so it can be also used for a person that is a dragon and a knight at the same time. So why not? That's why Ryan is a Dragoon. Hold. So his name wasn't Ryan Gilmore at the beginning. He had so many. The first was, I think, yeah, it was Aces. Then it turned to Ryu Dragoon. And for people who don't know it, Ryu is Japanese for dragon. So his name was Dragoon, which is totally dumb. So I changed it again, and I came up with a character I named Alan Talbor. And for a while I used that name for all main characters. So my main story that is in my manga, that guy is called Alan Talbor. And the manga is called The Legend of Alan Talbor. So my artisan name, AT Dynex, is a short version of Alan Talbor from Sky Dynamics. And yeah, that was when I invented that name. I was thinking about a story where Alan Talbot, as the main protagonist, was looking for the floating continent of Sky Dynamics, which used to be the Antarctic continent that started to levitate because of a crystal on it that got the levitation attribute. It's a little bit difficult to explain. It takes a while. So in short, to beat the energy crisis, scientists try to find an alternative clean energy source, and they found uranium, which is in the stories used for transformations, but in the beginning they were used to basically fuel anything that needs energy. Let's see. The use of puranium, however, resulted in the formation of crystals, which are a form of waste product. And people didn't know where that waste product comes from, so when it started to become a problem, they started to bring it to the Antarctic continent. But it kept coming and coming, and people were starting to send it up to the moon. But they accumulated more and more, more and more. Do we have everything? Maybe a little bit of this. Okay, where was I? So the crystals accumulated, and after sending them to the moon and the Antarctic continent, they kept accumulating, and then they started to affect the places where they grow, where they're growing. On the moon, they started to form an atmosphere, and the moon got bigger and bigger until it in the end becomes a second Earth. And on the Antarctic, yeah, the crystal just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And bigger. In the end, the people wanted to get rid of the crystals, and some activists went to Antarctica and to blow up the crystal. They did that and altered the crystal's elemental direction in the neutral state that the crystal had. It had all elements in it. What? No, not Japan. Damn. There we go. I think it's okay. Okay, so take a look that I all really have everything in that color. Okay. Good. So first of all, I need to make his draconic skin color. Okay, let's see how it goes further. So the crystals explode and it changes its elemental direction, which makes crystals be then not neutral, but either fire elemental or earth elemental or gravity, darkness, wind, all that. Yeah, that resulted in also the formation of the levitation element, and that's what the Antarctic continent got. So, oh, that's correct. So the crystal elements accumulated on different places, and For example, in central Russia, the wind element accumulated. In South America, the water crystal settled there, which made like these mountains that where water is just pouring out of the top. In Australia was the fire crystal, everything got molten rock. And in Siberia, we have gravity. Just try to remember where I put darkness. I don't remember. I put electricity in Canada. Okay. Going a little bit darker. Now his dots. This off. Yeah. So that's where Antarctic continent got its floaty personality. It floated upwards and could I put it a little bit? Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, so that story basically is the foundation of my my artisan name. I wonder if artisan name is even the right term. I don't know. Right, so Alan Talbot and Sky Dynamics in short was AT, Dynex, and that's the name I settled with. Good. Um, so what happens after the that shift happened? Basically, the continents drifted into a new position, and a lot of people died because a war was going on, and they started completely anew. And then it took like a couple of hundreds years until they got their technology back. They lived on. Hmm. Started to live together, and yeah, the humans are the bad guys and try to discriminate people that are not humans, and that's where the score comes from. Okay. Yeah. Ink already affects it. Okay. I forgot something at the hand and feet. You're taking a long time brushing your teeth. 12 minutes? What? See that. Just quickly. Not delete. Okay, like that. And the hand obviously does have that too. Funny thing, the thumb is not getting dragon skin color. Okay, that, and let me do that. My profile pic on Discord is exactly this character. And the reason why he has this tan skin is um, because his skin color changes like that. When I make my animation of him transforming, which is by the way on Discord shown as in my project diary. The second one, project 2. Then you know why he has this tan color here and not here, not here. So that, and this. The next thing I need to do is turn that off. New layer. Now I need to give him the rest of his colors. This, like this. He needs teeth here. A teeth. A tooth. Hold on. I can speak English better than most English speakers in the world. No, you can't. Give him a tongue. Then eyes. Quite obviously. Then his hair are going to be blue. What's that problem with the tip? E and whoop. Like that. And then I need to give his wing close also some color, and then his toe claws are supposed to get some color too. Okay. Like that. An hour. Yes, some panties that need color too. And there's another claw. By the way, claw is sounds almost like Klo, which is toilet in German. And we get a little bit of a darker gray for his undie. Or his drawers. On the pant. What is that? Color 21? Huh? So let's see, do I have everything? No. And what color does the shirt get? It get orange. Let me get like more like this. Not in that apartment. Okay. And this on. That's his color. Give him his eyes. Ryan, you need your eyes. His eyes are just black. There's a rule. If the Dragoon has black eyes, he has never lied. But if his eyes turn yellow, he's pretty evil. Hmm. His horns. This is a horn, eh? That's a horn. That's a hair. Ugh, I'm confusing myself, dude. There we go. What do I have to see here? And I colored it darker, but in the end I didn't even. Okay. Ah, yes, another thing I almost forgot was giving his skin color these color variations based on where on the face you are. So his lips get more red, his nose gets more red, his cheek gets more red. Then his forehead gets more yellow. Ears are getting more red. Then his that part gets a little bit more green because of the hair from the beard, and he needs some more yellow around the eyes and gives him a little bit more of that. Then his chest gets a little bit more red, and yeah, that's about that. Now let's add our multiply there. Yes. Like that. And obviously I need to give all parts that are not under blood supply, they're going to be blue. No blood running through claws. That would be terrible. It includes hair, horns, eyes, teeth. Difficult thing is to actually see which part is. Hold on. If I put it on normal, I can see it. Okay. And if I color that in like that, okay. That. And now I have to paint in the light again. I see that this is as dumb. Mhm. Let's see. I thought about letting the sun come from like over my shoulder. And okay, so if the sun comes from over my shoulder, it reaches that part. And it's like that. What do you mean old transformation? That transformation old? Well, it's not, this is not about a transformation, it is just, uh, what do you call it? A race sheet. Because humans like to put others into categories, so they have to racify everything, and that's why. What am I doing, dude? If I do it like this. Do you want me to stream every day or what? Honestly, I don't think you actually want that because it's really boring. If it's, for example, about me streaming my snake transformation process, where I have to pull around all the scales by hand. It's annoying and it hurts. I mean, what was I thinking? Wanting to make every single scale. let's see. Okay, let's see. Pretty chill, huh? Should I turn on my music? Should I turn on my music? I'm turning on my music. And I even made an alternative version of my Flute Merge 2021, which is a remake of the song Alan Talbot. And Alan Talbot he made that song like in 2013. Let's turn on that and play Alan Talbot. Okay. It doesn't get my... Hold on. Need to stop my recorder or it's recording the same picture over and over. Hold on. Properties. That one. Okay. My desktop audio didn't catch my music. Okay. So this is a song Alan Talbot from 2013. Now everyone's ears get blown off something. Of course you have heard this before, it's on my channel. One version that I just made a couple of days ago, so like last week. Was added some parts to it, just for experimentation. Let's see. So that wing doesn't get any sunlight. Okay. I can see that because music is so loud. But if I turn down the music, then you don't hear the music, and I don't know how loud it is for you. So, yeah, maybe I just don't say anything while it plays. So that was that version. Maybe turning down it like a little bit, like a half decibel. So this is the version of the remake I made a week ago. Oops, got to record. Yeah. So this I put it in on different places, and I think it sounds cool, and I don't know what you think. The original is called differently. I'm playing the other songs, so enjoy. Okay, Lou, see you. Now comes the original Untitled remake. No, not yet. That's not. That's the other one. It came before. Now comes Untitled. That's the official version. Official. Oh, you're still doing up. I thought you were going to sleep. Everything. Okay, that's all the music. Focus on the image. Now I can talk about it again. I like that part. It looks so realistic. Whoops. So some people might wonder, oh, why I was deleting the shadow first and now I'm painting it in. So basically I'm deleting first all areas where the sun would hit. And now I'm painting in where the objects cast a shadow onto. Because cast shadow are like this hard-edged shadows, and the shadow that goes along the surface is soft, like here. I blurred this, and that's only easy to make if you do one shadow first and then the other afterwards. Mm. Delete. Press the wrong button. Sir, you accidentally fired an atomic missile. Oops. Well, that's not my problem anymore. The next president will clean up after that. But they would hate you for it. That's also the problem for the next president. Oh no, what have we done? What have we elected? Mr. President. Okay. Let's see. So I gotta cast a shadow onto here. Like that. And in here. Cast a shadow, cast a spell. Whatever makes you feel well. Didn't name that. Now, next would be the ambient occlusion, which is the shadow in the shadow. Very ominous being. Okay, so ambient occlusion is basically everything that is somehow not receiving the amount of global illumination that the things in regular shadow like here would get. Whoops, I forgot to delete that one. It's better. So if you hold two surfaces very close at each other, you can see how the area between gets darker and darker the closer those are. What about this one? And when it comes to hair, that's the case with every single hair. So you can paint the hair overall darker like this. Wherever the shadow areas, and then delete a little bit from it to make it more plasticky. Yeah. So okay. A trick that I use is to take this brush here and move it like this, so you get more strands. Because it smudges the colors around. Okay, other ambient occlusion would be like below here, and I blur it so looks like it's there a little bit dark. So it, yeah, basically those gradients are really bringing out the darkness. And noses are black holes. So like oops, this one. So creases and there's several things you can do to make your drawing look more 3D. And one way is to make ambient occlusion shadow. I get confused with which is the correct one. And below here it's very dark. That be this little bit. Up here it's even darker. Just blur that, and then blur this. Now I need to, oops, it was wrong. No, don't, don't select that. Okay. Next would be here. By the way, there are two different versions of ambient occlusion. Wrong and correct ambient occlusion. So in 3D, when you add ambient ambient occlusion to your image. Usually you get like either the option to use ambient occlusion based on a ray tracing engine or a path tracing engine. So hold on. So that means path tracing, what, hold on, I need to just, path tracing was in Blender the version that is what a cycle is, and ray tracing is the more realistic one. So that's not what I mean. If you know how, if you know your way around Blender, you know that there is Eevee, and this is using some sort of a game rendering algorithm, and that can use fake ambient occlusion, which is basically putting everywhere where two objects are very close this dark area from the perspective of your camera. It does not really use where the light is actually coming from, if that actually would result in increased darkness in that area. So it might look good, but it's actually not correct. And I'm pretty sure that I'm making here colors that are also not correct, but I'm not a render engine. I just try to get it as nice as possible in as short time as possible. I try to use my brain while I do this, so it gets kind of right in a way. So basically, because, well, every black line you draw is actually ambient occlusion, because that black line is what creates the black line in real. So just paint this in here quickly. So uh, um, so real ambient occlusion means the light just can't reach that area because it's too crowded. So I could make ambient occlusion here, but I think, does he actually touch that area? I guess he does. Not everywhere, so it's more like a fading. Like that. Okay. Here we have some folds I haven't edited. Blur those. Drawing cast shadow. Now ambient occlusion. So, let's see. Um, it's yes, you're up here under the hair. Also a narrow area where light has a hard time to get in. Yeah, the wrong color. What? This one. Good. Now let's continue with the light. Save and LGT overlay. Now, good. Run. Easily draw when I don't have the correct color. So this adds another brightness level, and this is the reason why I don't use colors that are like super bright, but only 75%, because the additional 25% is what I add with my brush here. So what I have as white here is, as you can see, not really white, but a darker white, light gray. What I'm doing is like wonder. Um, I use this on 20% at some point, but I don't remember when. When I painted on 20%, it's obviously not very strong, and I think 66% was correct, but I have forgotten. Ah, yes, I remember where I put 20%. It's the reflective light. We quickly blur this so it looks better. It's true that the light wouldn't be really blurred on a surface because it usually is more like but if the surface is very smooth, then it would make sense. But my style is also having the proper lighting, but having no textures involved. So the sun hits here, means I'm spreading the light in all directions. And then blur it. Suddenly it's even more 3D. Maybe turn it down to 50%. I think that was what I usually use. Blur it. Hmm. Fascinating. So if a surface is pretty rough, it spreads the light energy a lot more, which makes the amount of lightness smaller, and you basically have only a certain amount of energy available, and you take that and spread it everywhere. And if you have like a very glossy surface, then you're more painting a reflection of the area, which is how you get metallic reflections. If it's let's see, if it is on here. So what do I want to say? The more glossy it is, the more focused the glossy point is. So I shouldn't treat the claws same way as I treat the skin here. because the skin has a lot of uneven terrain, you know, all those tiny cells. They all reflect the light in their own way, and you get a lot of these tiny reflections, which then I forgot a line there. There we go. So geez, I get confused. But yeah, the close or hard surfaces, they get small light dots, while skin has a very complex surface, and that gets the light information scattered a lot more, and therefore it doesn't get lit up. It gets lit up more. The skin, however, is a lot more glossy than clothes. So clothes are receiving very little lighting up. They get more like they get a lot less brightening, and because of those things, I don't know what is it called, those fabric windings. These are diffusing the light extremely, and therefore you don't get really a lot out of this. So I basically can just do that, blur the edges, and that's it. If it's, however, if it's something like velvet or silk, maybe, then you have this weird super reflective stuff that is like bouncing light around, and okay. Wonder if there is someone in chat except me. No, I'm the only person. Attention span of humans has reduced with time. Interesting. I didn't drop any frames. Yay. The stream is running smoothly. Blur that. Blah, blah, blah. That is blurred. That is blurred. Wing isn't. And now that and yep. Hold on, I didn't do that. Okay. Now that now that that's done, can use the much lighter, which is used for those more densely highlights like up here, here. Every stroke here gets more and more complex. This is used for highlighting certain areas even more. This, this, that. Oh, don't overdo it with too much glossiness because a shiny skin is often the indicator of some sort of thickness. So if you see someone that is glossy, then he has some form of condition. Or he's a bodybuilder. That this just oiled himself. Or you're sweating. Can be a lot of reasons why you are reflecting light more condensed. I see I need to make it a shadow here. This, then delete the light inside, then make an occlusion. Blur that. There we go. That easy. Hello. 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 Konnichiwa. Dog, dog. And he's gone. Okie dokie, dokie dokie, panic. Okay, so let's see me. Um, so anyone that's interested in the progress of my work can join my Discord. Links are in the description, and those links also lead to various different pages like Instagram, Patreon, my website, Twitter. Okay. See, next thing is what he needs. I need to do that. Now the reflective light layer with 20%. And the first thing that needs reflection is the body itself. Like this. Oops. So yeah, chin is receiving reflection of the body, everything here. The get light, that not, that doesn't. This gets light from below. And the chest muscles get reflections from below too. This. Basically these parts all get like a little bit. Then this gets a bit. Okay, What does also reflect? Hmm. Oops. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not whoops. I didn't do a miss. So basically, because these are hard surfaces, they get their glow reflections. Eye, his reflections. That tongue gets uh, some dots because it's the gets some. Someone gets just see that I haven't colored in that nose. Colored in. Okay. Further reflection. Good. The wing gets some of this light that is reflected because the sun because it's shining through. The so it gets this, blur that. Okay. Look how realistic it looks like. Okay, does the pen do the pens reflect light somewhere? Yes, they do. Here or here a little bit. Interesting. Just pick up the color, may do a little bit more saturation to it, and suddenly it looks correct. Okay, that, and I could leave it at that. So, but I don't like it that it doesn't have any reflections over here. So usually you want at least this is a realistic scenario because you have one sun that is a directional light, but you can also add a rim light or a fill light, which then adds some light to these parts. That's what I should add, and I will use this color. See? Just wonder from which direction I should get that light to come from. Oops. I like that it's coming more from this direction, and it gives objects a light source here. So from the bottom here. then okay, and I mean, could make it from up here. Good question. Have some light here. Yeah, no, I think I need to get the light more from the right, so you can actually get to those upper parts too, like here. Much. So if you want to decide where you should actually get a secondary light source, just look at the where the shadow is, and when you have an area that has too much shadow, you can put the light exactly there to give your characters more form. On the other hand, you can also just leave secondary light sources completely out of it and only have like one light source. What I always do is get sand to or get the ground to reflect onto other surfaces like the tail here, because the shadow of the tail is pretty boring and big. So do that. So you have a from this direction too. Here. Get some light from down there. Yep, that's basically it about him. Good, now I can add information. Ah, my fingers. Okay, let's move him to a certain point. There, information. Okay, yes, I remember. Now check this. I have a score list where I can find where the Dragoon is. Let's see how big was the So the Dragoon, then oh, no. So walking two legs, he is. There's a vision he has. That is correct. Iris color is natural. He has no fur. Hairs only on the head. Partly because he also has hair on his neck. Extremities, legs longer than arms. Nope. Small ears. Yep. No snout. No. No. 10. No. No. Opposable thumb. Yes. Dentist, no. Omnivore, yes. Tan skin, no. Ability to jog, yes. And he has wings. So, now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.5 from 19 equals 5. Let's see. So if I make 5.263 plus 5, 7.89 divided by 2 is 55.26. And that's the score. That's how much a Dragoon is human. $55.26. There we go. Score off. Ryan on. Now that then let's do the hexagon. Turn off the grid. So a Dragoon is strong. Up there. He's very intelligent, he is diligent, he is very resilient. Size, he's a little bit bigger, and speed a little bit faster. Again, hold on. There we go. That, and then B. Wrong. Ooh, I see that I used the the wrong brush. I need it on size 4 or 3. I think it was 3, and I need to delete this finally because it's wrong. Now I deleted it, dude. Okay, now Kritos is starting to act up, dude. What the hell? Okay, right with the mouse. And I see that I'm using the wrong layer. What am I doing? Dude. Okay. this, then this radio, that select the correct filter, a bit more from the middle, and there we go. Now this now I can okay. What do I write about Dragoon? Dragoon hold on. I have already written a text about them. I will use that. Okay. Basically, small humanoid dragons, like coppens. That disguise themselves as humans. Move that around a bit, show the grid again. Be a small y. They can only stay for a preset amount of time in their human form. Stay for a preset amount of time in their human form. Before they transform back into their because they transform automatically. So a Dragoon becomes so a dude becomes a dragon because he stayed a human for too long. This process takes about 2 minutes. It's about 2 minutes. So you know how long the animation of a Dragoon next time becomes. When a human becomes a Dragoon, his base form shifts to the dragon and the human form becomes the disguise. Okay. So when a Dragoon bites a human, that human becomes a Dragoon, which makes the human form the disguise form and the dragon his base. So when a human becomes a no, not becomes a Dragoon, gets bitten by a Dragoon, his human form becomes the disguise. Yeah. Let's see. Dragoon are mammals. Dragoon are mammals. They don't lay eggs, they breastfeed and reproduce asexually, so next to make humans into Dragoon by biting them, they randomly get pregnant. Okay. They don't lay eggs. We produce eggs. Let's leave it like that. So let's see. Need to know where I should put everything. So and I wonder where I should put the score. Would put it down here, okay. That, and move him a little bit in, and the text is like here. The hexagon is moved up a bit. So I have like two squares everywhere. Hold on, that means I need to lift right up. So we have like a border of two squares. That's important for compositional purposes. Okay, and now the background. Always I will use a gradient as the base. This time I'm more inclined to make not a regular daylight gradient, but maybe add a little bit more red to it, so it's so purple from the top, and the light gets goes to the yellow. Let's see how that looks. I'll add a little bit more blue to that. Or I have an idea. I will like that. Now I flip it around, change the color, and add a little bit more yellow to the bottom, and then a little bit of red from the top. Not so much, please. Hold on. Something like that, or maybe a little more diagonally, like that. Okay. Now we need clouds. Yeah, what am I doing? Something like that. And now we need a ground again. That's skin color. That blur it like this, then add some grass to it like that. And then need some more shadow. Multiply. So his shadow is like, let's see. Try to get it somehow. It's a little bit blurry up here, and blurriness recedes the closer you are, and then we need cast shadows again. Who doesn't like cast shadows? Little kids that don't understand what shadows are. They see the shadow, how it chases them, and they just cry. Shadow. And in the end, it comes back to them as a black hedgehog. Yo! Basically, that's it. Now I have to confirm that I have the last frame. Oh, there's this one still missing. Come. Like, my logo. Take a look, and one is missing. 1,374 frames are recorded. 1 megabyte, maybe byte, tall, big thing. Come on, record. 5 seconds. What are you doing? Funny. At frame 789, I was making shadow light. It was deleting the shadow. Okay. Huh. Well, doesn't matter. That's what it came down to. That's what a Dragoon is. He's currently transforming. And yeah, if you want to know how my animations are doing, you can join my Discord. Links in the description. And I mean, who hears that? There is no one here. Well, for everyone that has participated, already knows that I'm grateful for it. And How do you end the stream? Just end it. Stop streaming. Do it. Do it. Okay. Until next time.